Hey everybody. Hi. How are you doing? Happy wonderful Sunday. Hi Carol. Hi Linda. Hi. Hey Francesca. So how are you guys doing? Happy Sunday. Whatever. What have you been doing today? I have replanted a flower in the house. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Francesca, you took a walk and you now diamond painting. I have been diamond painting too this afternoon. Diamond painting since it's raining out, Carol. That sounds ugh. Anthony, hey, how are you doing? Are you and Apollo out on a run or a walk or whatever? It isn't raining here, but it's been boring with clouds and gray and ugh. But the kitties have been outside both today and yesterday, and they are loving it. I can barely, get them in again when it's getting too cold. They absolutely love it. They're basically sitting at the garden door, looking out and looking at us and go, when are you going to open this door? Francesca, are you on Facebook? Because it is diamond painting events. Uh, Hold on, let's see if I can find it. Diamond painting event. There you go. Yep. And there you go. Copy. There. See, Carol is too fast for me. Thank you, Carol. That's why I have muds. They're too fast for me. Or maybe I'm too slow. Who knows? Drink some coffee or tea or whatever. Hot. I just poured it. No, it's good, Carol. I'm glad you're here. It is really just diamond painting event. That is so easy. And then on Instagram, it's Mr. and Mrs. Dubois. I can't remember the name. In my world, it has to be Dubé, because it's French. I don't know. French isn't my forte. How can I say? Yeah. So, how was your week? I missed you guys since I wasn't here last Sunday. So Carol, you just finished watching Anthony's DIY Moonshop unboxing. See, I haven't seen that one. I am hopelessly behind on watching videos. I don't know why, but I am. Maybe I should do that after this live. Maybe. Maybe. But I can't wait to see how you like it, Anthony. You've been talking about it so much. Carol, it was a great weather week, and I spent all week working in the yard and enjoying the great weather until today. Yeah, I was outside yesterday. We have my little monkey tree. I don't know what the English word is. It's kind of like a Christmas tree, but with very, very pointy, I don't know, leaves. It doesn't really leaves. It's just very pointy, and it's forever green, and it grows like very, very slow. But we have wood around it, these little wood chips, and it has just been flying everywhere. So I was out yesterday and picking it all up and putting it back in. Oh no, Anthony, it was so disappointing. I have to see the video. I know you talked about it, how people have been saying bad things, but I did hope it would be better. Show a picture of your monkey tree. Hold on, I might be able to get one out of the window. It is just out here. Um, there you go. It is looking like this. Do you know what it is? Carol, you finally got my mermaid done and got started on your first Marvel. Which one, Carol? Anthony, what's wrong with it? Was it the colors or the dwells, or was it just bad rendering? You haven't, Francesca? It is from South Africa, no, South America somewhere, and I loved it. I've been talking about getting one, I don't know, 15 years or something. And the first time I saw one is, what is that, back in 2021, maybe? And I just loved it. I fell in love with it, and when David and I got together and we bought our first house, I was like, oh my god, I wish the garden was bigger because I would love to have one of those trees. And in the neighborhood we lived before, it had, I don't know, two or three of them. And I just, left it and yawning and saying, so I went by so many times during the week. And then when we moved out here, the first thing I noticed was out front there was a little tree, but it was dead. So I was like to David, do you know what would fit out here perfectly? Because I can see it from my crafting window when it gets bigger. Right now I can't see it because it's teeny tiny. It's like up to my hip or something. But I can see how much it has grown because when we bought the tree 2 years ago, hold on, these these you can see up here, you couldn't see them. So it's been growing, I don't know, 5, 6 centimeters in 2 years. Oh, you got the balance one, Carol? That is cool. I was kind of, I didn't want to buy it because it seemed cramped. The colors are off. A lot of bright colors were made to be dark and dull, but I got some friends, hi Francesca, to help me pick some replacements. Oh, that is good, Anthony. I have heard this before, which is why I've never bought from them before. And then again, when you're doing squares, I don't know, it's so much more expensive if you want square drills. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. But that's good. Yeah, I've heard that too, Anthony, that the customer response is really, really bad. And they don't do well with, feedback. I have heard that several places by now. Yeah, exactly, Carol. You don't need that expense on top of it. I mean, it is expensive enough. So, Carol, how is the balance one? I mean, when I saw it, it seemed too much in one tiny picture. But I have two of them on the way. Shh, don't tell David. He only know that I bought one. Oh no. I bought the Loki one. I saw it even before I saw Katie unbox it, and I'm like, I need him in my life. Hey, Robbie. Good morning to you and good afternoon from me. So, yeah, Loki, I need him in my life. I love Loki. But again, I just love Marvel altogether. I love this world and characters and yeah. Carol, it's turning out awesome so far. Your husband and four boys are Marvel people, so they bought them all for me for my birthday and Mother's Day. Yay! Oh, I can't wait to see them, Carol. Yeah, my husband is a Marvel fan as well, but yeah, he got to me, kind of like the same with Star Trek. He kind of pulled me in, and I love it all. How are you doing, Robbie? Let me know how you're doing. So yeah, I'm a geek. I can't help it. I'm a big geek. Uh, yeah. I mean, I've always been a geek. I've loved books and I loved music and boy bands, and I've just been a geek in something. Yeah, and now I'm just a bigger geek. I can't help it. Cal, they all have their favorite choices, and I won't do the same one twice so they can fight over them when I'm. Linda, you got three Marvel ones: Doctor Strange, Captain America, and Loki. And you wanted Deadpool. See, I got Loki and then Doctor Strange because I saw how many special drills that one had. I oh, I wanted Doctor no Doctor I wanted Captain America, but he's around, isn't he? And yeah, it's the same. I wanted the snap, but again, it's around. So I'm like, it kind of they kind of decided for me which one that I could get. But I would love if they got Groot, especially as a teenager. Sorry you're tired, Robbie. What did you do yesterday since it was long? Yeah, Carol, the Doctor Strange is awesome. Iron Man is your favorite. Mm, no, something about it didn't. Yeah. Oh, it has Carol. Yeah, I know that one is a square, but again, I have the too much, too many people in one. I kind of want, them separate. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm weird like that. You were in a poker tournament, Robbie? Ooh, how did you do? Did you win anything? Yeah. I don't know. I would love also to get Natasha and Renner, what's his name? Jeremy Renner, his character. Oh, there's some. I want them all. Yeah. Ooh, Robbie, 9 out of 48 is good. Congratulations. Carol, you love playing poker? Yeah, hockey. Hawkeye, sorry. I haven't played poker once in my life. Not even once. I know my dad and my brother play it. Well, I know my dad do, but I don't. I know my brother has played it as well, and I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm horrible like that. I don't. I'm not really into games. Oh yeah, board games. But hey, Paige, how are you doing? How was your Sunday? So yeah, I'm waiting for these two, and I can't wait to see them. Did any of you get anything yesterday? I mean, it was almost a round week yesterday, wasn't it? I didn't like the wolf. There was something about it. Maybe it's just because it was so green. And then there was the unicorn ones. I liked it, but it wasn't. I needed. No, 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 no. You didn't get any, Carol. Well, yeah, you got so many new ones in. Yeah, the others, they were cute, but again, round. And I'm not into the live animal things. I mean, they've done so many cute animals, but yeah, no. I kind of wait for that picture up there. Can you see it? That one? Oh, their colors are horrible. Hold on. Does it help if I turn on some light? No, not really. Um, but I'm waiting on that one. Mm, Francesca, you like the Spangler one and the Enamote? I like the Spangler one as well, but same issue as always. Oh, that is cool, Robert, that it helped the kids in darts. That is cool. Linda, the weather in Chicago is nuts. Yesterday was 89, today is 64, and tomorrow they say snow. Well, there you have it. That's spring for you. Paige, you're doing fine. We've been hiking and shopping for flowers today. I didn't get anything yesterday. Trying to moderate myself a bit. Did you hear that, Anthony? Paige has been hiking as well. Uh, Francesca, yeah, I'm in Detroit and we're getting the same. I am appreciating the warm days we had lately. I want warm days. I mean, we had sunshine, and during Easter, we had wonderful weather. We were at David's cousin on Sunday, and my poor nose was all red. And I got my first bra line. Is that what it's called? Well, I was sitting in the sun and I didn't have sunscreen because I didn't know it would get that warm. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm getting kind of hot over here. So I had to put up my jacket over there, and I came home and I was red and my poor nose. Carol, 80 yesterday, 45 today, and rainy. No snow. I don't like snow. No more snow. No. Snow is forbidden. It's April. Carol, I am so wanting to get flowers, Paige, but it's still a bit early here to plant. Did get some cool weather veggies planted. What veggies? Veggies. We have flowers. We haven't planted any, but we have all of the flowers coming up. Uh, Maybe I should do a garden walk one day to show you everything that's coming up. I have lilies on the way. I have peonies. I have, what is they call these green things that come up and they have, I don't know. I need to show you. Tan line, exactly, Francesca. But it's the broad tan line. Paige, it isn't really safe to plant things out until mid-May. Hmm. I think we would be able to plant stuff in about 14 days or so. Carol planted lettuce, kale, radish, and some squash planted in the cold frames. Oh, I love squash. We did that a few years ago. Well, not a few years ago. It would have to be 8 years ago by now in the old garden. And we got so many squash. And we had cucumber and tomatoes. And I had cucumbers for years. I love it. But I have to admit, I don't have the energy for it anymore. I would love to have a vegetable garden, but it isn't possible. No matter how much I would love it, no. So we have a flower garden, and out here I have the strawberries for me and Rosa. She's been talking about those strawberries for I don't know 2 months by now. Um, so yeah, she's been, and I have to tell her, Rosa, please, it isn't until summer, and then we can have strawberries. And then I have to see if the blueberries survived last year. I don't know. They ended up, I don't know, bad. Francesca, I have a diamond painting question for all of you. How many of you actually use cover minders? I mean, my cover minders is here. I look at them, but I don't really use them so far because I use these instead of just removing the plastic. I'm not. I've tried, this by cutting the plastic, and for some reason, I even have this one that everybody's talking about. Where did it go? There you go. I have this one, the little ceramic one that everybody is saying, oh, it's so good. And when I try to cut, I end up tearing it and something doesn't get cut. And no. Carol used cover minders. You like to match your kit. And Robbie, don't use them. Francesca don't use them either, but folks seem to get so excited about having them in diamond paintings kits. I love to see which one I get. And sometimes they're just laying around on my diamond painting, but I don't really use them for what they're intended to do. Who knows, maybe one day they go to the fridge instead. Cal, you tried release papers and would use them if they were clear. Why do you want clear? I want them to be even more non-see-through than the ones I have, if I could choose. I even considered buying some Scotch tape to make them even less see-through. Paste, haven't used cover minders lately, just sectioned with washi and cut out the sections. See, that is what I can do. You have them for decoration too, Paste, it's just like me. Hey, Sheila, how are you doing? Carol, I have some I use for fridge magnets. I have pondered using this one on the fridge because, it's beautiful, but yeah, I don't know. Dawn, hi, how are you doing? What about you, Sheila? Did you have a beautiful sun? Well, it's still morning. In your end of the world. But I hope you'll have a good day. I got some cheap ones. Hold on. I got some cheap ones out of AliExpress. And you can see through these ones. It's kind of like parchment papers or something. And you can use both sides. But, you can put it here and you can really see through them. That's why I didn't like them. Carol, you do love a good trash minder. I just tend to use one of these. See, the funny thing is that this diamond painting, these are mainly black, which is what I expect. So these aren't see-through enough. Okay. Okay. I don't have a trash minder, but I have been looking on AliExpress to see if I can find a bucket. They have these little dollhouse accessories, and they have this little bathtubs and stuff like that maybe I consider turning into a trash minder. Pace have been happy with the release paper from Dreamer Designs. What do they look like? Yes, Dawn, we are having a wonderful weekend. It has been good weather, and David has spent a lot of time in the garden, and I have been doing a little gardening. Today I replanted one of the potted ones I have in here. It's called a fire because of the flowers are, orange and red, so it basically looked like a fire. And it was a gift from my friend to take. Here is the fire. Hopefully, the only fire that would ever enter your house. And I like that. So these ones, Paige. Oh, look how the light is changing. Huh, that's interesting. I I love all the pretty and cute ones that Craft with Crashly has, but not for me. See, I saw some of them that Berta is using, and they are basically like these. You can see through it, and I'm like, I don't want that. I do actually really consider buying some Scotch tape and put it on the one side because I don't want to see through. Thank you, Don. Yes, don't forget to give that thumbs up. They do help apparently. Have any of you seen um, Rosie? She wrote me a few days ago, and I haven't heard from her since. So they're the same page? Okay. Until today, when it rained, it got cold. Yeah, cold. Carol, I have some of the DAC ones and I can't see through them. Very thick and strong, but one sided. At least they're printed so you know which side. I saw someone use those, and even those I could see through. I don't know, maybe I'm just too picky. And Dawn's weekend has been very nice. You haven't what, Robert? Anyway, I wonder where Anthony went. He never answered where he and Apollo are today. Oh, that is beautiful, Francesca. I love when it's nice and warm outside. Like you say, it makes me happy. Cal, you're making dog food? Like raw food or something? Diamond painting is always a good idea. I mean, it's getting, you know, it's 7 o'clock here and it's getting, well, it isn't dark yet, but then my evenings is for diamond painting or knitting or watching TV with David when he's home. Maybe we should do some Blue Bloods later if he isn't gaming. Not raw cut. Huh. Oh, it's okay, Anthony. Oh, you're leaving for a hike. Where are you going today, Anthony? To that new dog park. I loved seeing it because it's so more interesting. Well, I find it more interesting than the one that you've been to so many times, just because it's different. But I really love just to hear you talk about you and Apollo and your life and everything. To me, it isn't important that it isn't diamond painting, really. It's just listening. Even also because I don't really look at the screen except when you tell me to look at something. I don't really ever look at the screen when I'm listening to something like that. I'm just dotting away or knitting or whatever. Kale, chicken breast, brown rice, kale, spinach, carrot, sweet potatoes, and some broccoli. So you just mix it, and because to me it sounds like um, something they get when they have an upset stomach. Huh. No, that would be chicken and rice. And then you just boil it until they're basically too cooked. Yeah, they're spoiled. Yeah, I mean, even that would be something I could eat. I love sweet potato. For the Easter dinner last Sunday, I made sweet potato hummus. I love it. It has the hummus because it is basically hummus, but then with cooked sweet potato in it. I love it. And it has that beautiful orange. Oh, really, Carol. Because I would think you have to mix in a lot of vitamins and stuff like that to make sure they get everything they need. I've heard Anthony talk about that. how it is a lot of work to make sure they get everything they need. I mean, I have looked into it for cats when we had Oscar the Bengal and all the things that you have to buy. And I'm like, no, I couldn't. No, it's too much work. I mean, then it would be easier to buy it raw. And yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of work to do that on your own. And they do make, even though it's very expensive, you can buy these little frozen packages of raw food. But I would rather just, they get their kibbles, and then those who want it, get some get some meat or something like that when we use it. And then Pelle and Max get some skyr every morning when I'm making breakfast, and I put it up for myself. So Max is getting his epilepsy pill, and then afterward they're getting some. And Pelle is like begging from the moment I get out the door until I give it to him. Oh, so it's just one powder, Carol? I have been asking David to film it one morning when I come out there and start making the part of the breakfast that I'm doing. How Pelle is basically begging and go like meow meow and raise himself up to the counter, and I'm like, easy now. I need to do this first. That's interesting, Carol. Did you hear that, Anthony? It isn't as hard as we made it out to be. That's interesting. I mean, for the cat, it's horrible. You need to add this and this and this, and it's a job on its own. And a lot of good addictives. What is good addictives? Oh, your vet turned you onto it? I used to add all the stuff separately. Oh, so you can get all of it in just one? Huh. I don't think they have it over here. Over here, you have to buy all these little and then add them grams of this and grams of that. And it's a work on its own. Oh, Angie isn't here. Maybe she's mad at me. I don't know. I don't know if she's mad at me. I asked some questions and she wasn't happy. But I bought these. These are quad cubes that I bought off of AliExpress. And some of them I bought for the astronomer paint along. And then I bought these. These are little silver crystals. And I have some white crystals and some gold crystals. And can you imagine these going in as stars? On that astronomer one? It's okay, Paige. You love the quad cubes, Carol? Oh, me too. It's kind of these 14 different colors, and they're like so beautiful. Like the purple, and I need to film it one day so you can really see the colors. I know, Francesca. I know. I'm just teasing her a little. I've been considering buying. Where did it go? I have this. It's kind of like a hey Heike. It's this kind of like gun black. I can't really show it to you. It's gun black, and then I have this. It's kind of like a white. Maybe those could be stars. I don't know. How are you doing, Heike? So yeah, and then the gold ones that I have on the way. Couldn't that be beautiful? And the star look, I forgot the name of it. You did, Dawn? You need to tell me which ones because I mean, like, I want to sparkle it up. And also the golds one that I bought, they would look amazing on Loki. I can't wait. So yeah, I end up being a one of those that have a million ABs and stuff like that. Sorry. Oh, I just wrote Anna today. I don't know if any of you um, are following Lazy River diamond painting, but they have this new artist coming up that is from the Netherlands. Her name is Anna, and they have this painting called Shell Collector, and I'm going to sneak peek her. So I've been talking to Anna today, asking her like a gazillion questions because I want to do a little, tell about her when I show the picture or show the diamond painting. So I'm basically waiting for the company that they buy from to write me that they're on the way. Oh, you were in Rome, Heike? How was it? Rome must be amazing this time of year, nice and warm. Yeah, Carol, I can't wait to get it. And I also got a an old master. There is this woman in a yellow dress that is playing with a red kitten. And I mean, just because of the red kitten, I mean, I have a red cat. Yes, Francesca, I can't wait. I mean, I would love to get sneak peeks all the time. I mean, this is a joke, and I told Diamond Art Club as well. They have Dakota Deadweiler releasing her Zodiac ones, and they had the Leo one coming out. And I, like, okay, the next one has to be Virgo. So I wrote them and, like, I'm so excited for this. And, I'm a Virgo, so wouldn't it be amazing to let me sneak peek Virgo just because I love it so much? And I'm like, I'm just kidding. I'm just so excited. I'm like, you know, they could let me, but no. Cal, you're going to do the Mucha Zodiac? Do you think it's big? I mean, you are done. That is so cool. I have to have that one when it's released. And the same with Taurus because that is David. For summer with the Masters, I am going to do the amethyst from Enabler's Outpost. Yeah, I know, Francesca. It is expensive, but I think because they buy such large amounts, they get them cheaper. Sorry. But yeah, they give away so many each week. I understand that you can give away, I mean, one every, I don't know when, but eight every week. But again, because people see them, they are more prone to buy them, maybe. You love Muka as well, Don. He is making amazing, amazing artwork. I also like John William Waterhouse. And then we have some Danish artists, some of the old masters from Denmark, and they're making beautiful art as well. I mean, apparently, artists from all over Europe came to Denmark up to the northern tip of Jutland that is called Skagen, and they have amazing light up there. And people came from everywhere to paint on the beach and have that light. Yeah, I might have to do a custom of one of those one day. Yeah, exactly, Linda. They know that by showing them off, they will sell way more. Exactly. Yeah, Carol, I think they make up for it. I know that I have purchased from a sneak peek when I wouldn't have just from the photo on the site. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they get them way cheaper than you and I would ever get. Linda, let us sneak peeks have changed your mind? Yeah, that is what Doctor Strange did. When I just looked at it on the web page, I'm like, no, I'm not sure. And this sneak peek got to me. Yeah, exactly, Francesca. I mean, I told Stephanie that, I would pay some of the shipping because I know shipping is crazy. So I went half and half because I also got the other diamond painting. I mean, I paid for that other diamond painting. Of course I did. And then we went half and half on the shipping. But I'm like, the shipping was crazy expensive. I don't even think Enabler's Outpost was that. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it is hard. And I mean, if people would let me sneak peek more, I would, be willing to pay some of it because I know it is expensive to get them over here. But for a company like Diamond Art Club, they're like, it isn't bad to send them. I mean, they sent them to Rachel, and there is also a French girl and a German girl that is doing the sneak peeks. So I mean, Denmark isn't big enough for me to do sneak peeks in Danish, right? I don't know. And my German isn't that good anymore. So yeah. Heike Lavamuka as well. Heike, did I miss? No. Heike, tell me, how was Rome? Well, not tell me, tell us how Rome was. Exactly. Exactly. They don't pay as much for shipping. I found out, even though I have to wait a little longer, for them to send express to me makes it a lot harder because apparently they need more information when they get um, express from DHL. When they just ship it normally, I don't get asked to send them more and more information. But when they get it express, they write, I need this information, and then that information isn't good enough. We need more information. And I get to write Diamond Art Club again and again and again, like, they're not happy. We need to do this. And even more, Francesca. They have 8 American ones, and then they have the German and the French, I think. But the good thing is that with Sophie, they have the Spanish and English one with one of those pictures because she sometimes do both and Spanish and then afterward in English sneak peeks. So that is easier for them. Hey Morgana, how you doing? Welcome. So yeah, it is a lot of diamond paintings to ship. You ate a lot of things, Heike. What did you get? Pizzas and spaghetti-o and I don't know. How's your weekend, Morgana? I almost finished my coffee. Maybe I need a bigger mug. And then I can fit in two. Huh. I need to consider that one. I'm so tired. Well, I'm always tired. What's new in that? Anyway, that is why I drink coffee. To stay awake, right? Oh, I'm doing the J Wall Diamond Paint Along, and I am doing the Secret Garden that I got from Berta, and I just finished the first row. I mean, I didn't start until April 6th, so it isn't that bad. But I mean, I do have some color blocking, but there is a lot of confetti, and I'm loving it. Pizza and spaghetti, and oh, and wok food. Ooh, I love that. I love that. You're working on your J wall as well, Carol? Which one are you doing? I mean, I found out that I really, really like this heavy amount of confetti, but it is taking me forever. Angie, we were just talking about you. Oh no, you have the flu? I'm sorry. I hope you get better really soon. I was just showing them the quad cube that you made me buy. Yeah, I was worried that you were mad at me. And then I showed them the quad cubes that I got, and then these silver what is it? And I'm gonna use them when we do the astronomer. Oh, by the way, I have told both Kay and then Mr. and Mrs. Dubois about the event, and I found a hashtag because I needed to find a hashtag. So the hashtag will be Astronomer Paint Along 2024. Yeah, it doesn't do that, Angie? I can't wait to see the gold ones. I was kind of surprised when I got them. I'm like, they don't look like crystals. Yeah. How long have you had the flu, Angie? I know my mother-in-law and brother-in-law both have the Rona. These, they're kind of like crystals, but with silver on them instead of. I think I took a picture. Didn't I take a picture? Maybe it is easier to get on the picture. But they have a silver coating instead of the the regular sparkle coating. I did take a picture. It's kind of like you can see this is the back side and this is the topper part of it, so it's silver, and then you have the regular crystal backing because you don't need it to be silver. Exactly, Francesca. Astronomer Paint Along 2024. I can't wait. I spend a lot of time like, what should the hashtag be? Because I mean, it couldn't be DAC Astronomer Paint Along. That would be forever to write. And I checked it out on Instagram and nobody has anything like it. So I'm like, yeah, that will work. Francesca is working on a diamond painting where you add metallic silver quad cubes. Ooh, I haven't seen those. Well, maybe these. I can try to take a picture and show you because they are amazing. Hold on, let's take a picture so that I can show you. Maybe they're more silver than metallic, gun black. Hold on. But I can use this one because that has a thing on it. They're kind of like this very, very dark silver. But this one has a funny edge to it, so I can use that one. Yes, Francesca, it'll be January and February of 2024. So I know it's far away, but then everybody has some time to get ready for it. Thank you, Angie. I hope that everybody would love it. And wouldn't it be amazing if more people decided to join in because they see it on the event pages? Well, it doesn't have to be the Rona Rona. It can just be a regular flu. I would love to see some pictures of that diamond painting, Francesca. Oh, since Wednesday. Sleep a lot and get some fluids in. Dawn, you use something like 27 quad cubes, different colors or just 27? Oh, I need to figure out. I need to pull him out. I know we talked about contacting Tima um, and let her do a special drill, whatever. I mean, that would be amazing, even though I won't be able to get it. But I would love it if you would make something for you guys over there. Exactly, Francesca. Dawn's looked amazing. Exactly, after Christmas, January and February. I can't wait for it. I'm like when I sat there and figured out what the hashtag would be. I'm like, ooh, now it's even more official or something like that. I just need to do a Facebook group, but isn't that too early? Really, I think maybe around my birthday I would do the Facebook group because I think around there, the event groups will be ready, to release what will come next year. So yeah, I can't wait. Even though it is a what is it they call it, a no frill event. It'll be so fun to see, how are you doing? What are you putting in an extra? And will somebody just do it as it is? It'll be so 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 much fun. Yeah, it'll. I can't wait for it. Even though it's so far away, I'm so looking forward to it. So, Dawn, was it 27 all in all, or was it 27 different colors? Do they even have that many colors? Yeah, Carol, how's the shop coming along? How is the web design going? You found a new one, didn't you? It's been forever since we talked last. I know that you could probably be on the brink to opening it by now. I never know why I keep the spoon in. I tend to almost poke myself. Oh, the same color. That's cool, Dawn. I need to go in and enhance it so I can see it or make it bigger. So yeah. Ooh, yay, Fantasca! And then there will be a video very soon. I can't wait. I can't wait. I would love to buy like a gazillion drills from you. I just wish the shipping would be better. I mean, do you think there is a hope it will be better anytime soon? I don't know. Maybe it'll be no. Anyway, yes, we all wish you the best, Francesca. Exactly. Square drills and accessories. What accessories have you chosen? I can't wait for you to do the diamond paintings. That'll be amazing. It'll be so fun to see your journey and know that we were some of the first to hear about it. Exactly, Angie. Those ABs were amazing and beautiful and such a thick coating and the flat bags and amazing. Exactly, Angie. I can't wait to see the first rollout. You'll be a competitor to Diamond Art Club. I hope. That is my hope for you. That you will be. Tell me what is going on over here. I have a weird curl. Oh, you get to see that. Anyway, what is happening here? I have weird curls, but I don't have curls all over. It's just anyway. Diamond paintings will follow hopefully in August. I have secured some gorgeous artwork, I think, and have ordered diamond painting samples, which I'm reviewing now. Oh, let me know if you need any sneak peeks, right? I will help paying. You're working at. Oh, oh my God. I mean, Anthony, I knew that the second you talked about it. Minimal, if any, trash. Ooh. I can't wait to see that video, Anthony. I mean, the second he talked in that video, he talked about that he was testing out some drills from a new to be, and I'm like, Anthony, can you just tell me it's Francesca? I mean, hello. Carol, I'm so on the fence about maybe doing a cross stitch conversion later this year. I will need to place to get good drills. I still need to. I mean, I bought the artwork. I still need to buy canvas and then contact Evermoment for the drills. Accessories. I will sell drill storage kits. Sorry. And I'm working with a supplier now to sell branded putty. Would that supplier be somebody I know? Because, no, that isn't. She talked about 3D. Oh, anyway. Well, you can always ask me, Francesca. I'd love to help. It is very exciting, Angie. Yeah. Yeah, Anthony is amazing. Ooh, by the way, did any of you check out some of the new chit that Enablers Outpost launched about a week or two ago? I am waiting for Anthony to do his opening up of the packaging that he got from them because that was amazing and I was very, very pleased and happy. Francesca, I want to know. I'm very curious. But there are so many in the diamond painting community, okay? I mean, there would only be one that I wouldn't consider buying from. Just one. And that is because of so many things. But I can't wait to hear more. But there are so many amazing putties out there. Oh, Francesca, it's because you're doing a good job. I mean, we wouldn't support you if you weren't amazing yourself. So, yeah, I can't wait to see how it's going. I really, really hope that a lot of people will go to you and, realize the amazing quality. I mean, you have Anthony to show you and, maybe get people to buy from you as well. That'll, I can't wait to follow along. Thank you, Dawn. I have to go check it out when this live is over eventually in about 2 hours or so. So, did any of you see the Enablers Outpost shit that I'm talking about? That I need Anthony to unbox on his channel just because it's fun? Maybe you have and I didn't see it. So, does anybody know what I'm talking about? Hmm? Hmm? Do I really need to find a picture? What happened here? Nope, Carol, but that one is fun as well. Mm, where did it go. Yes, Carol. Exactly that one. Exactly that one. Look at it. Mia's Danish. I love it. And the funny thing is, I love cinnamon rolls. So yeah, they couldn't be any better, And then the game, that game of the name. I'm like, it is very accurate. But you have the Danish, and you have me, and I'm Danish. So yeah, I'm getting one of those because hello. I mean, I would buy all of them just because it has my name on it. That's funny. I was like, Elizabeth sent me the picture, and I'm like, really? Francesca, love the way you use those quadrilles done with those gold or antique gold or crystals. You can get that as quad cubes. Ooh. Yay! Thank you, Anthony. I can't wait. You need to tell me if it's really, cinnamon bun smell. Exactly, Carol. It is cool. I mean, like when Elizabeth sent the picture to me, I was like, "Are you kidding me? Are you? I mean, did you do this? I mean, I remember that there was a live a while back, and they talked about making putty with the names of their friends, and I mean, they have so many followers, and I was like, oh, well, then you could have something like Mia's Danish or Danish Mia something, and then with the Danish on it. And I didn't, say anything more about it. Um, and then this a few weeks back, they sent me this picture, and I was like, no. And I sent it to everybody. Look. Oh my God, I'm silly. But I mean, how often do you get a putty named after you, right? Smoke. Hmm, I don't think that I have that one. Francesca, I'll write that later. Do I have a smoke? I don't think so. I have some yellows. I have two different oranges, and I had a fight to different them. Oh, that would be cool, Francesca. I've used that one too. A custom pen. I have to see that one, Anthony. Sure, Francesca. I wrote Edward yesterday because they made these little mini pens, and I'm never there when they release it. I don't know why, but I wrote Edward, if you're making any more of these mini pens, and sorry, I got a cat here on my tongue, and you want to sell it, then let me know because I will buy several of those. I mean, hello. Well, they were so cute. I mean, where is my pen? I think it was maybe like this size, and that would be perfect for my teeny tiny hands. I have to have one of those, and it was thin. It was 1.75 inches, maybe. I need to have one of those. I just fell in love with it. And I'm like, can you please pick that out of the shop and let me buy it? And they weren't even expensive. It was like, I know what it is in Danish kroners, maybe like $15 or something. I mean, then I would have to pay double for shipping, but who cares? I just want one of those teeny tiny ones. I've saw Sepulveda Tour making these little teeny tiny mini pens, but they're thick, and I don't do well with thick pens. I asked him if he would, consider making thinner ones, but I never gotten an answer because I love these thinner ones. I mean, I have, which one is that? Where did my pen go? There. This one, it's kind of like it's almost too thick for me to have it, pleasantly in my hand. It works because I'm just doing like this, but I like it so much better when I have this one because it's thinner. Sorry for the English today, people. So yeah, the best one is actually this one because it's so much thinner than the other ones. And I still have to get a new one because even though I've glued it together, when I try to use the multiplacer, it just cracks again. Oh, goes well too, Dawn. I need to see it. And Carol, I wonder if she had to go to the office. So yeah. What are you going to do this week? Do you have any big plans? I am going to get Rosa tomorrow, and then we have gymnastics. It is almost done for this year, for this season. We will have the big show on the 26th of April. And after that, it'll just be, you know, having fun here. Hopefully, the weather will be so good soon. Anthony, I learned that I have to use the super thick pens from Enabler's Outpost. I used thin ones when I started diamond painting and developed a pinched nerve. Oh no! Well, isn't that amazing that we can just get whatever we need? If I use, this one for a longer time, my hand starts to cramp because I feel like I need to stab with it sometimes. So, and also I actually start to hurt here because it's so thick. I mean, I love it and I use it, but I can't use it an entire evening. Then I just start using some of the other ones instead. But I do have small hands. I mean, you don't, Anthony. So, and I do know of other people who I don't think have big hands, but they prefer the thick one as well. I love that we're so different. I mean, in the beginning, when I ripped this one of the placers, but in the beginning, when I used these, they were just too thin, so my hands cramped there as well. And you can use the thicker pens. Have you? I know you said, Angie, that you can't use heavy ones. I know you have found some pens that you love, but I would love to try a wooden pen because they're so light. So Angie and Francesca and Carol also need the thinner ones. Isn't it amazing how we're different? I know that Elizabeth also liked the thicker ones. And who else? I know Caden loves the very, very thick one. And others as well. Have any of you tried these thumb ones? You like the precision, but can't you get that with the thicker one as well? I mean, I'm pretty sure that Anthony don't have issues with precision. Francesca, you have several hybrid wooden resin pens, and they're your favorite because they're so light. I would love to have a pure wood just because I've heard that they're so light. Maybe I should write to North Alchemist. I know he did some wood pens in the beginning, and he also liked the fine tip markers. I love those as well. I prefer those over the thicker ones. I'm not even sure what these are. These this set that I bought. I think they have both, haven't they? Hold on. So even this one, that is the thinner one, and that is thick. And then this very, very thick one in the other end. Oh, Carol, you have a Seplupo tour. I love how you spell it. My issue with some of the Seplupo tour hybrids is they always have flowers in them, and I don't like that. It's the same that I have with so many of North Alchemist. He also put dried flowers in them, and I for some reason it isn't really my pleasure for some reason. So yeah, who knows? I need to try one eventually. I mean, this one, who is resin and coffee beans, is very, very lightweight. Maybe because there is so much coffee in it, and coffee beans is very, very light. Who has that Morgana? Suppli tour? Or who? But it is interesting. I really, really like that. Yeah, I know. You can choose that. Oh yeah, that is in the customs section. Yes, I would love that, Anthony. Oh, and I will absolutely pay for it. I found that I really, really love his pens. So I might end up, if I need new pens to get from them. I mean, Enabler's Outpost, sorry, there was someone out there, makes beautiful pens as well. And I do need to get one of those little ones. I would love that, Anthony. It's too thin. See, I find that so interesting how we're different. Hmm, I love that. Yes, Don, it is very nice. Oh, Anthony, I need you eventually to measure around Apollo so that I know what size to make it. Hold on. My phone is. Oh, that is beautiful, Anthony. Wow. That is beautiful. Hello, only Marin. I forgot your name. I've seen you before. I'm horrible with names. It is beautiful, Anthony. Ooh, and Apollo in the background. I do love Apollo. Aaron, see, eventually I will learn. Hmm, a picture. Ooh, Francesca, those are beautiful as well. Look, one of them is shorter than the other ones. That is amazing. Erin. So what does the only M stands for? Oldham? How do you say that? I would love to know that. What is the only M stands for? I'm way too curious for my own best. Yeah, I am. Oh, I was talking with one of the neighbors yesterday. They got a new kitchen in their house. And, I asked how it was doing, if they're done yet and whatever. And he said, no, they just need the electrician and somebody else flooring, I think, to be done. And I was like, oh, yeah, we need to do that eventually in our house. Um, oh, only me. That is cool. Um, so yeah, and then he said something like, yeah, you need a lot of patience. And I was like, yeah, patience is a virtue that I don't possess because I want everything now, please, and preferably yesterday. So your friend makes them, and the shorter one was an accident. Well, that is an accident that I would love. I found on the Plyboard tour when we talked about the custom ones. I've been looking at it, and I tried finding the thinnest one, but maybe I do need to look into a wooden one. Hmm. Let's see. I do want to try a custom one, and they are actually cheaper than the ones that you could be drawn for some reason. My my dream one would be a honeycomb one day. Maybe I should ask. Oh, I need to ask Jonas about that. Hmm. I mean, the ones that I have seen from the Blueboard tour, the honeycomb ones, they are at least this thick, and I need them to be thinner. But sorry, I need to figure out who would do one of those in the thinner one. Maybe it's because the honeycomb needs to be a certain thickness. Does any of you know that? Is it because the honeycomb needs to be a certain thickness for them to do it? I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea how to do these. I just love, you know, I think, was it Lazy River Matt that have done some videos of um how to turn one of the pens, and I love seeing that process. I have no idea how to do all of it, but the process is amazing, and I love to see how they do these different textures or patterns, because I mean basically all of my pens are different. The ones that I have, they're basically different in the pattern they have. What is this one? Yeah, these are from the same company and they're different. I mean, the closest ones that I've got is actually these two from the Plubo tour. They both have these ridges. Carol, you have one with honeycomb on one end from them, and it is thick like that. Yeah, exactly. That is the. I don't know if it's something they need to. I need to ask somebody. Maybe I should ask Edward. I asked them once if they did it. I don't know. They're so beautiful, those you have in the Francesca. So yeah, I love pens, but I don't. I have been looking into because yesterday on Mary's live, she showed one of these rotating things that people use for all of their putties and pens and I don't know what, and people buy them in Home Depot. And she was like, "Oh, you just need to go to one of those home storages that you have in Denmark." And I'm like, "Yeah, we don't have that." We have hardware stores and they sell tools and I don't know what, they don't sell stuff like that. So my solution, AliExpress. So I've been looking into getting, see, I have a photo. I just had issues getting to buy it, but I will do that. mm, I was looking at one of those, that I could have my pens and some putty and whatever, and it is rotating. Yeah, I know, Aaron. But I just, for some reason, I prefer AliExpress because I've never had issues with them. Oh, you can see it in his too, Lathan Laceworks. I need to find him because I love a lazy Sunday, a lazy Susan. Don, what is a lazy Susan? Susan, you have Aaron? Lazy Susan. What is that? Hmm. I have heard so much good about Lathan, um, Lathan Lathwick. See, Lathan Lathwicks. That is a hard word today. Oh, I did not know that. Thank you. Really, Aaron? I have never had any issues. Everything I ordered has shown up. I have had issues with some sellers that, didn't send the right amount of drills or stuff like that, or had colors missing and stuff. But that isn't AliExpress fault. That is the sellers. And every time I've had an issue, I have gotten my money back. So, yeah. Lazy Susan. Huh, I didn't know that. You wish because it was a painting you really wanted. Hmm. Okay, Heike. Good night. Say hello to your family for me. I can't wait to see more of your pictures. I just love that kitten one. Um, Heike is Vinera on Instagram, and she just posted some. To me, it looked like the Little Red Riding Hood because of the red dresses. Then she was there with some wolves and some dogs and some kittens, and one of the kittens was a black kitten, just like my Spock. And I was like, I love it. I need one of those in my life. Yes, Francesca, Heike has the most amazing artwork. Take care, Heike. Sleep well when you get to it. I have no idea what time it is. 8:30. Well, maybe that's too early for bed, at least for me. I don't go to bed for another 6 hours or so. I know not everybody does that, but it makes it easier for me to watch a lot of the Americans' lives, because unless it's very very late in your end, because I'm up. Dawn, your black cat is named Jasper. That is a beautiful name. But like I said earlier, I'm a geek. The entire litter that we had 2 years ago was named after Star Trek figures. So yeah, we had a Neelix, a Cass, and then we had Spock and Phlox. It would have been so funny to find 8 names. Oh, that would have been fun. I would really, really love to get another set of kitten litter, but it won't be this year. Bella! Hello, sweetie. I was wondering what you were doing today, but I know you're busy. Okay, Angie, I hope you get well soon. Drink a lot of fluids and get better. Bye, sweetie. Bella! Have you returned to Juneau, or are you saying, nope, the volcano is active, I'm staying home? Bye, Angie. Feel better. Let's talk soon so I know you're okay. Berta had a trouble coming home yesterday because of that darn volcano. You just got back and settled. I would have denied it. I mean, it would have been a lot of trouble to get back to Juneau with that volcano. How often does that one spew, uh, what is it, molten lava? Do you know that, Berta? Oh, yeah, Friday. Sorry, not yesterday. How often does it do that? Is that every year or every 10 year? Or I would be scared living that close to a live volcano. I mean, we have, what is that? Was that 13 years ago that the volcano in Iceland was active, and all the plane activity over Europe, well, yeah, over Europe was stopped totally. And my mom were in Thailand at the time, was doing some work, and she didn't come home. Was it 8 days over? She should have been home on a Saturday, and it took almost an entire week for her to get home, just because of that ash and stuff in the air. So all planes over Europe was stopped. It even affected, going to America, because the airplanes couldn't land or take off in Europe. You have no idea, but it caused us havoc. Hasn't been like this in years. Huh. Can't you dump a lot of water in it? That way it stops. Do you also get this amount of ashes that makes everything go dark? Because that was the issue here when that Icelandic volcano went active. I mean, we didn't really get to see it here, but it was up high where the planes are, and it, irritated all the active, I don't know what, in the plane. What cat left its mark on me? It's red. Pelle. It's so funny. Now he isn't doing it now, but usually when I'm in here, he's sitting by the door meowing his little head off because you need to get out here. Oh, it was up north, but it caused us issues down south. Oh, I thought it was your volcano. Okay, how many do you have in Alaska? I mean, one would be enough. We don't have any volcanoes in Denmark, thank God. I mean, can you imagine that little country having a volcano? That wouldn't be good. You have lots? I need to read up on this. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even tell you. Denmark has been on, I don't know, the other end the past 24 hours. Yesterday, around midday, the police were out saying that we had a missing kid. And this is big in Denmark. We don't usually have kids go missing. Well, every now and then we have kids that leave and decide to go missing. But this was a 13-year-old girl who just got missing like this. And everybody was, newspapers and police. And we have a site called Missing People where, when they step in, people from all over say, okay, I'm going to volunteer to do this line where they just walk through forests and fields and take a look at everything. And we had a case in almost the same area 5 years ago, and that girl still haven't been found, I think. So anyway, this 13-year-old girl was out delivering newspapers, and she had called her dad around midday saying that she was done, and she was on her way home to visit a friend. And then she didn't arrive at her friend's house, and the parents, went out to see did something happen to her, and they found her bike, her bag, and her phone thrown at the side of the road. And they know then, okay, something is wrong because he would never do this. So they contacted the police, and all night they had dogs and drones and I don't know how many people out there. Then this morning there were news out that they had surrounded a house, and they had, a part of the forest that has been searched, and there were drones, and everybody here was like, oh no, this has to end bad. And we had a case in my town. I was 13, so that's 30 years ago, where a girl went missing and they found her dead, thrown in the ditch the next day. So they're gonna have a press meeting at 3 o'clock this afternoon. And all of a sudden, it was like postponed 10, 15 minutes. And then when they came out, they were all smiles and happy and like, okay, this was supposed to have been a very different press meeting, but we can tell you she has just been found. And this press meeting was postponed because we needed her parents to know first that she has been found. But they were just saying, we found her and she was awake when we found her. A 32-year-old male has been arrested, and there has been more people arrested. They didn't tell us, did something happen to her? Was she molested in any way? They were just telling us she's been found, and she was conscious when we found her. And people were like, I wonder what happened to her. I'm so relieved they found her, but what did they do to her in 24 hours? I'm like, those guys better have not hurt her. I mean, I'm happy she's alive. And even though we didn't know her in any way, the entirety of Denmark has been following her. And then when they had the press meeting and they told us that she's been found, I just saw all over my Facebook, thank God, Philippa, that's her name. Philippa is home and she's been found. And I'm like, everywhere, even though people don't know her, it's like it's everybody's child at that moment, just because Denmark is so small. I mean, sometimes we have kids who disappears with their kindergarten and stuff like that, or a small kid wandering out the garden, and people can't find them. And again, it's just the entirety of Denmark is like, oh no, where did it go? Did somebody take that child? Yeah, it is. I don't know. Maybe it's because Denmark is so small. I mean, I can't imagine other countries, you know, have the same feeling of loss or despair because a child goes missing. I mean, in America, it's like maybe the county or something is worried, but it's not all of America, or it isn't even all of the state. It's just the area. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not. I don't know enough about it. Maybe I don't know. How does it work over there? Do you have like the whole country, or is it the county or the state? Or does it depend who it is, or if it is a known somebody famous? I don't know. I mean, we've had, young people. And the thing is, I talked to David about this earlier. Some of the young people who, knowingly goes missing, where they by themselves leave, it's the young people who has been placed away from their home and then, wants to go home or to just leave the either the foster parents or the place, where they're placed. So they want to leave that and then they just run away. But that's something different. Francesca, when a child goes missing, we post out an Amber Alert which hits people's cell phones and TV and gets posted on electronic street signs with any info about the child and abductor. So if it isn't an abduction, then what? Because I know about the Amber Alerts, but if the child isn't abducted, is that then, or is every child an abduction? I don't know. But it depends. Sometimes they make a big deal of some kids and some we don't even hear about. But we have something called an Amber Alert. Any missing child. Oh, okay. But I have heard that where the parents come from sometimes has something to do with how much you hear about it. I'm trying to tread very careful here, okay? I'm not trying to infuriate anybody or make any people feel I don't know what. But I have heard that, you know, I don't know if you know what I mean, but not everybody gets the same attention, which is sad in my ears that some gets more attention than the other. I mean, a child missing is a child missing. I don't ever think that we have made that distinction over here. But yeah, I have heard that not every child gets the same attention. I just hope that any child that goes missing is found. Linda, sometimes we see missing possible runaways info in Chicago on Facebook. But if they are endangered, we get Amber Alerts on phones with possible location and license plate numbers. I think that those Amber Alerts are amazing. Um, I wish that we had something of the same here because we don't get it on our phones or something like that. It is in the newspapers, it is on TV and on Facebook, but you don't get it on your phone. Yeah, Linda, we agree on that. Especially when it is due to the color of your skin. I mean, every child deserves, and also, if you're not Caucasian, there, I said it. That has something to do with it. I need to just say that I'm blunt in my lives or in my channel. I've been so far, haven't I? Linda, we even have silver alerts for older missing people who may have this dementia or Alzheimer's. Ah. I mean, we have those every now and again when an elderly or depressed person leaves, either their home or the care center where they live. We have the same as when a child goes missing, that the police comes out and they ask people, to check back houses and basements and to look around, because we sadly had an elderly woman a few years ago who had dementia of some sort, and she ended out in a wet area, and because it was cold, she froze to death because she had left her care home without a coat or shoes on. And it was very, very late. So the caregivers didn't notice until they went in to check on her a bit later. So she had actually walked a far distance, and the police were out there all night. They even had these heat seekers. Yeah, it is sad. Dawn, it is very sad. I mean, every missing person, no matter the age or where they come from, they need the same attention. So, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's so hard for me to understand because it's different over here. I mean, even in Denmark and Germany has different standards. And I know that Denmark is this little, I don't know, safe. It isn't safe, but it's different, if I can say it like that. I mean, we are small, and no matter what, it's like everybody is a part of it. Even though sometimes it seems like we are a very, very big country, then when something bad happens, it's just like we are this tiny little village. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the same as counties. I mean, over at your house where everybody cares. But can you imagine having a county having almost 6 million people? Have you that many people already? When I was a child, we had about 4.8 million people in Denmark, and by now it's almost, or is it over by now? Around 6 million people. It's okay, Carol. I might think that I need to head out. I've been here more than an hour and a half, and I'm hungry. I didn't get to eat before this life. I forgot time. So I hope you have an amazing company coming over. Oh, you need to clean the kitchen? That's boring. You better sit here in diamond paint. Yeah, have an amazing week, Carol, and enjoy the company. I I need to get something to eat. And Berta, if you need company afterwards, just let me know. So I will head out, get something to eat, and who knows, I might need to join in some lives later. If not, maybe I fall asleep. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm happy you're all here. I really, really appreciate it, and I missed you last week, even though I had fun. So yeah. Have a great week, everybody, and don't forget to give a thumbs up before you leave, and see you next week. Bye, everybody. Love you. Take care. Bye. Bye.